Accra Heart of Oak and Heart of Lions. They've done it before. They're here to do the repertoire again. And this evening, they are promising nothing but fireworks and brimstone. This match promises to be exciting by virtue of the fact that both teams have been at pre-season training, and it's an opportunity for both coaches to take a look at the strengths or otherwise of the team. This evening we'll be sharing with you 90 minutes of action plus time added on should it be needed. We need a winner at the end of 90 minutes. Joining me at pitch side is Francis Aboibo, also known as Blackgate, and we'll be sharing a few thoughts here and there together with Nanedu on the thoughts preceding the game. We'll be talking to the two coaches to find out how ready they are for the game, and then we will walk you into the match itself. Once again, you're welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. You're live on Max TV. Francis, good to see you this evening. It's a very lovely evening for association football. Both teams have been at it in terms of training, in terms of preparations. What do you make of this Gbese Mantse 2025 Cup so far?
Well, last year we were all here to watch the maiden edition of this particular competition, and both teams played very well. The game ended via penalties. I think Heart of Oak won on that day by 8 goals to 7.
Yeah.
But this evening, if you look at what both teams are trying to bring on board here, it's going to be a blockbuster here. The fans are gradually turning up into the stadium. The atmosphere gradually is building up, and you can tell you can't ask for a better atmosphere in terms of the weather conditions than this for association football. And when we delve in properly into the team sheets of both teams, we will get to know exactly what both teams are bringing on board. But if you look at Coach Bashiru Hayford earlier, before we start the program, he was at Coach Didi Dramani as well. So I think if you look at that expectation or anticipation of the fans, they are here. They are expecting both clubs to bring something spectacular to them in terms of what they will show us on the pitch.
Okay.
And I think this is it. It won't get bigger than this one.
It couldn't be bigger than this. Nanedu will also be telling me what kind of expectations there are going into this game. But it's a very tough encounter. The Gbese Mantse, obviously himself an ardent football fan, wants to promote peace, especially at this time of the Gbese Homowo festivities. Nanedu, what goes into this game today?
It's a big game. You know, this particular season that we are entering, Pando Heart of Lions will meet Heart of Oak at least 4 times in the season. They meet today, they'll meet on Wednesday in the top 4 and 2 games in the Ghana Premier League. When you look at the two sides, last 2 seasons, Heart of Lions was just 1 game away from going to relegation until they went away to pick the maximum win in the Brown and Afro region. Last season, they were in the top 4. They were close to winning the Ghana Premier League. So they were expecting a lot this particular season. When you look at their squad, only 2 players have left the squad from the team that competed Ghana Premier League last season. So it tells you they've been consistent in terms of squad coming to this particular season, and it's one thing that will work for them in the game against Heart of Oak. When you look at the Heart of Oak team, a new coach, 1 game against Asante Kotoko, promising, but was not best of performance in terms of results.
Yeah.
They are looking more to get more results and get the win in their game against Pando Heart of Lions. There are new players in the team who are trying to make an impact in the Heart of Oak team. So it's a big game coming on today at Accra Sports Stadium.
I see. Okay. Well, the coaches will be joining us shortly. We'll be taking a look at what goes into the game. But before the coaches join us, let me find out from Blackgate. Now, Blackgate, there's a lot of expectation on the part of Pando Heart of Lions. 2 seasons ago, we all know what they went through. They nearly bounced out, but they stayed on. And then the season rather brought a lot of positivity on the part of Pando Heart of Lions. Are you expecting something similar this season?
Well, if there are any teams in the Ghana Premier League that are still killing for expecting them to win the Ghana Premier League, definitely got to be Pando Heart of Lions. Because if you look at Coach Bashiru Hayford's side last season, they've lost only 2 players, like my colleagues said earlier. If you look at the team that they put out today, almost all the players in the starting 11 this afternoon have been with the team last season. So that tells you that continuity is key for Heart of Lions. And for Coach Bashiru Hayford and Coach Nia J, they have the old galaxy of stars there, tried and tested. They've tried to augment the strength of the team by recruiting some few players. But if you look at the mainstay there, the team is untouchable, except Nana Opon and then Christian Ejenim Boateng that left. Heart of Lions are unchanged. The whole team is there. They have Ruben Hennessy, they have Ebenezer Aban, they have Danso, they have Bismarck Enim. And then they have the goalkeeper there. So if you look at the back line, it's still there. Lawrence will say, you go into central midfield. You look at Oforisechi, Partey, they call him, and look at Ishmael Ado. The two of them has been the first choice central midfielders for Coach Bashir Hayford. This afternoon, both of them will be starting. You have Kojo Obin Jr., Dennis Huto, Kwesi Pong, and then Sido Asante. The entire starting 11 of Heart of Lions have been there last season. So this afternoon, they have a well and tried-tested team that will be playing against House of Folk here.
Do we read meanings into the first 11 of both sides going into the game this evening?
Yeah, absolutely. If you look at Coach Bashir Hayford, it's all about continuity. The players he put out there, he tried them in the league last season. He knows their strengths and weaknesses. And on the flip side, if you look at Accra Hearts of Folk, if you look at the coach, all the big guns that he has signed this season so far, they are all starting this afternoon. The Golden Kick Center by Baba Adamu is starting. You look at Ali Muhammad is starting. You look at Kevin Ose-Asibe, one of the mainstays from last season. You look at the Black Stars #1 goalkeeper Benjamin Asari is starting. Then if you go into central midfield, where you look at his partner, he's playing the wing backs of Yao Amankwa Befi, back to his favorite position. Then you have Ransford Mensah, David Oponafrani, who is versatile, is playing at the heart of the midfield, with Rafael Amponsa and George Parku partnering them in central midfield. Then up front, Frank Duku from Vision FC, the new signing, is partnering Hamza Issa to make up the starting 11 in a 3-5-2 formation. So if you look at Kodidi Dramani, this is very tactical. For Heart of Lions, they have to find a way to break them down, because in transition, it's 3-5-2, but in terms of defensive shape, it is going to be a back five. And for Heart of Lions, their strikers need to really take the game to House of Folk to be able to get them down, to play to their rhythm. But for the Phobian fans, they are here. They want to see entirely what they have been doing so far in preseason. And for Kodidi Dramani, as experienced as he is against Coach Bashir Hayford, this is going to be a tactical masterclass over 90+ minutes here at Accra Sports Stadium.
All right, I'll go to Nanedu briefly before we usher the coaches in. I'm still waiting for the green light from my floor manager to do just that. But again, we have a lot of support from the fans. We've seen the Hearts fans here. We've seen the Heart of Lions fans here as well. We've also taken a sneak preview into the first 11 of both sides. What would be your take, especially the first 45 minutes? What should we expect?
It's going to be more of a defensive side from both sides. When you look at the House of Folk team, the 3-back with wing-back position means they are packing the back, try to rely on counter. Because you have Hamza Issa up front, try to make the difference for House of Folk team. Okay. So it's a strong team. Rafael Amponsa is partnering, David Oponafrani in the midfield. That is a solid midfield. They are both DM in the game. So it looks like they are more being consecutive, try to protect the back three. That is the strength of this House of Folk team. So it will work for them in the first 45 minutes of the game. All
right. So my colleagues, Blackgate and Nanedu, will leave me for a second. But joining me now for a brief chat with the technical brains. First of all, we'll start with Accra Hearts of Folk. And Ghazali has been the compact assistant of Didi Dramani. Ghazali, thank you very much for joining us. Again, this offers another opportunity to put the players to the test. What they've been through at training, what they have been able to marshal, what they have been able to pick up so far. How good an opportunity is this for the Phobians?
Well, like you said, it is a very important game for us, because looking at how we are coming, it's a preparation towards the league.
Yeah.
And I think this match is one of the matches that we have to take serious, because when we look at what we have done so far, this is our 3rd week of the preparation, and I think we want to see all what we have done from the beginning of the preseason up to now. At least the boys should be able to execute that, so that at least before we end the game will be nice. The game will see what we have done, and then where we know we can reach at the end of the preseason.
But for the brief period that you've handled the team, has there been any improvement in terms of the quality of the players, tactical, technical?
Well, we have seen a massive improvement.
All right.
From the technical point of view.
All right.
We have seen that they are doing very well. Tactically, they are able to understand what we want to achieve at the end of the day, or begin before we start the season, what we expect them to play. They are picking it, and then we are hoping that we'll continue to do that at least before we start. When we start, definitely we are going to get a nice game, good structured football, and then we can at least find ourselves in winning race.
Right. We'll talk again at the end of the game to see whether all these things came to pass. But we wish you the very best of luck in the game this evening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Abdullah Ghazali, also with the technical bench of Accra Hearts of Folk. In fact, the able assistant of Coach Masoud Didi Dramani, sharing the thoughts with us. Coach Bashir Hayford will be joining us shortly. He's been there, he's done that. He is the brain behind the success story of Kpando Heart of Lions. And I'm sure that wearing his favorite white color or white shirt will give us every indication that we should expect nothing but the best from Heart of Lions. Coach, thank you very much. Briefly, we'll take a little bit of your time and ask you, how ready is this team? Maybe not for this game, but through the process you've gone through, pre-season, number of friendly matches you've played. Is this team as compact as it was last season?
Well, thank you very much. I think when it comes to preparation, immediately we finished last season's edition, that we knew this season it will come on. So when they gave us the date, from there we have been preparing for the match. It is not only this match. We are preparing for the top 4.
Yeah.
Immediately after the top 4, we enter into the league. So the preparation has been for all these the cup match, the tournament, and then the league. So we have prepared very well.
Okay, preparation is key when it comes to football teams, and I know that you have an astute technician as you are, and a tactician. This is one of the few things the team will go through. What expectations goes into this Gbese Mantse Cup? Are you in to win?
Well, thank you very much. All the boys who played last season are here.
Yes.
The same people are going to. They know what happened last season, and so they want to play today and prove a point.
Yes.
And so I didn't talk much because they have already told me that, coach, we knew what happened.
Yes.
This time around, we are not going to repeat the same distance. So it means things are going to change today. And so I'm happy all the boys are here. All the boys that played Kotoko, played Agro, they played, all of them, they are here.
Okay.
Only 2 boys have left.
Okay.
But all the same, we are able to make a replacement.
All right.
So we are still on preparing.
Coach, thank you very much for talking to us. Continuation is the key, I guess.
Yes.
And so we want to see some good football from Heart of Lions. And
Exactly.
obviously that would give us a clear indication of what to expect in the league.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Coach.
I want you to put on your spectacles and watch football.
I will do that, Coach.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Coach. Nice talking to Coach Bashir Hayford. Of course, he believes that with consistency in his team, we should look out for nothing but a continuation from what happened last season. Back with me on pitch side duty, Nana Edu is here, and Blackgate is also here. And as you can see behind that, as the teams are rallying around and trying to finish up the warm-up, get into the dressing room, the VIPs are also here, and we will be ushering you into the game itself. But Coach Bashir Hayford said one thing, and you have already reiterated it: continuity. Same set of players are here. He believes that for this game, that is the trump card for Heart of Lions.
Well, their strength has always lying in team unity, team cohesion, team chemistry. And if you look at the team, make no mistake about it, the team Bashir Hayford put out there, all of them have played not less than 7 to 8 matches last season. The starting 11 today, and all of them have been with Heart of Lions last season in the league. So if you look at what they are trying to do, they are just trying to show up the team to have a proper crack at the Ghana Premier League. But for them, it gives them the perfect ambient to be able to test their preparedness ahead of the top 4 competition properly against Hearts of Oak. And you know, with all due respect, Hearts of Oak is a big club. You can't take anything away from them. For Kodidi Dramani, he would love to see the progress of preseason so far with the new players to gel together with the old players so far this season ahead of the top 4 as well. It's going to be a cracking game. It will be an interesting game for all the neutrals to enjoy. And the fans are in anticipation. But in terms of the tactical battle, it will be rife, it will be intense. And the players themselves are poised to win. Last season, Heart of Lions lost on penalty, and they said they want to revenge. But for Hearts of Oak, they want the cup to remain in Accra. So let's see at the end of the day how the permutations will go like.
Permutations indeed will be the order of the day. And I'm sure Nanedu will agree with me that although Heart of Lions go into this game as favorites, per the fact that they've got all the players there in camp, Heart is going to field a blend of the old and the new. How advantageous or otherwise will that be for Masood Didi Dramani?
I think that would not be an advantage for Hearts of Oak. Heart of Oak also had a good squad, even though there are some key players who played last season who are out of the squad. Yaya Dramani is out of the squad. Michael Ampedu is out of the squad. You know, a player like Kunedu Yadom is also out of the squad. But they brought in some quality players. Muhammad Ali is one of the experienced guys in the local league. Playing for Liberty Professionals, playing for a team like Ashgold, playing like Vision FC.
Nanedu, hold your horses. Currently on the screen, we're showing you the arrival of the two teams. First of all, Accra Hearts of Oak. We will walk you through the process, the arrival here at the Accra Sports Stadium, the dressing rooms, of course, plus the warm-ups for the game. So, Nana, you don't believe Hearts start as favorites?
No, both sides had a good squad. From Heart of Oak to Kwando Heart of Lions, they have a good squad. When you look at the Heart of Oak team, players who are starting today's game are experienced in the Ghana Premier League. Most of them have started the Premier League for more than 2 seasons. So they've got rich experience in the Ghana Premier League. Yaman Kwabefi, Heart of Oak, Dreams FC, coming back to Heart of Oak team, rich experience. Muhammad Ali playing for Ashgold, playing for Vision FC, playing for Accra Lions, now playing for Heart of Oak, rich experience in the Ghana Premier League. Calvin Osei is entering his 3rd season in the Heart of Oak jersey. So rich experience. In the last 15 years, Benjamin Asare has been in the local scene. Rich experience in Ghana football. To the midfield, Ranford Aponsa is entering his 3rd season for Heart of Oak. So rich experience in the Heart of Oak team. So I don't think any of them is favorite. Any of them who do well on the pitch who can get a result in today's game. It's a strong squad from Heart of Oak and of course Heart of Lions.
All right, let's take a look at the Hearts starting lineup. It's a 3-5-2 formation as we've been given, with the likes of Benjamin Asare in goal, Kelvin Osei, Ali Mohammed, Baba Adamu, Yao Amankwabre Befi, David Oponafrani, Ransford Mensah, Raphael Amponsa, George Paku, Hamza Issa, and Frank Duku. This is the first 11 for Accra Hearts of Oak.
Yeah, if you look at this team sheet, very tactical, blend of newcomers with old heads. Benjamin Asare imposed the Black Stars #1 goalkeeper currently. Calvin Osei survives from last season to start today. Then the new boy, Ali Mohammed and Baba Adamu. These two guys, lots of expectations on their shoulders in terms of Ali Mohammed and Baba Adamu. For the very first time, the Phobian fans will have the opportunity to see both of them play for their team today. Baba Adamu is a left-footed centre back. Ali Mohammed can play with both feet. So the three of them forms the back three. Then with wing backs of Yao Amankwabe on the right, Ransford Mensah on the left. In central midfield, David Oponafrani, who is very versatile, with Raphael Amponsa and George Paku. So that makes up the central midfield of 5. And then up from Frank Duku, who signed from Vision FC, partnering Hamza Issa, who was the top scorer of the club last season. So if you look at this, this is a very strong starting 11 for Hearts of Oak this afternoon here at the Accra Sports Stadium. For the fans, they would like to see the blueprint of Kodidi Dramani on this team. They want to see the tactical ingenuity of the team, how they'll be able to stick together to cause problems to Heart of Lions. But for sure, if you look at this team, if you are not tactically disciplined, you can't be able to play in this formation and thrive. So for the players, a lot is expected of them this afternoon here at the Accra Sports Stadium.
All right, okay. Well, on the substitutes bench for Accra Hearts of Oak, Sharif Shuaib, Hussein Mohammed, Rocky Dramina, Inoke Subonting, Mauli Wayo, Aziz Adams, Kwesi Esua, Martin Kakari, Godwin Kojo, and of course, Coach Didi Dramani has put a solid team together. Let's take a look at the Heart of Lions team, and then Nate will be in goal. Jason, Bismarck Enim, Ruben Hennessy, Ebenezer Aban, Yao Danso, Ishmael Ado, Emmanuel Oforisechi, Kwejo Obeng Jr., Dennis Huto, Kwesi Pong, and of course, Seed of Asante. These are regular names for Heart of Lions. They were there last season, they are here this season, and that is where the likes of Coach Bashir Hayford and Nanedu believe that Heart of Lions will start as favorites.
It's a strong lineup, and when you look at the Heart of Oak bench, they have rich experienced guys on the bench who can come in the second half and make the difference. I saw Rocky Dramina on the bench for Heart of Oak. Rocky Dramina was former TI Amas player in Kumasi. He moved to Asante Kotoko and moved to Dreams FC. Now he's playing for Accra Heart of Oak. He started from the bench. Rich experience. Martin Kakari, a proper number 10, a proper ball juggler. He can run with the ball. He can dribble past any other player up front. When he comes in the second half, he can make the difference for Heart of Oak team. when you look at the players on the bench, it's a strong lineup from Heart of Oak. Look at the Pando Heart of Lions team. Somebody like Ismailado, he was part of the recent under-20 team that went to the AFCON. Yeah. He was part of the under-20 team that played in the WAFU. So, national team experience and, of course, club football in the local league. You bring that experience to the Pando Heart of Lions team. So I think it's a strong lineup from both Heart of Oak and, of course, Pando Heart of Lions.
Well, viewers, in the background, you can hear a lot of music because there's going to be a music extravaganza here as well. But all eyes will be on this pitch. 90 minutes of action beckons as Heart of Lions take on Hearts of Oak. It is the 2025 Gbese Mantse Homowo Peace Cup here at the Accra Sports Stadium, put together by Sami Enimado and his team. And what a wonderful job they've done. The crowd is here. The trophy has also been displayed in front of the VIP stand, plus other trophies. And so there's a lot to savor for this evening, in this evening's encounter. The best of local football, even at the pre-season stage. And of course, this heralds action into the top four, which is coming up sooner or later. And trust me, these two sides will do battle again, as explained by Nana Edu earlier. But for now, this evening, we will keep close tabs on Accra Heart of Oak and Heart of Lions, showing their strengths or otherwise to the numerous fans who are here today. From the fans' perspective, they believe that it's another done deal for Accra Heart of Oak. They tell us that this is not going to go via the penalty shootout. But with consistency on the part of Heart of Lions, it also proves a point that if they can continue from where they left off, then Accra Heart of Oak would be in trouble. But again, Blackgate, giving us a fair idea of what this season will be about. It's the two best teams that we have currently and who also finished in the top echelons of the league last season. The fans are here to witness what they have. Most of them have not seen them at training, not as yet, but we've heard exploits of what the coaches are doing at training. They've also been boasted by the fact that all the teams walk home with cash even before they kick the ball at the commencement of the season. This should be one of the best seasons yet in the Ghana Premier League.
Yeah, absolutely. You see, there has been Congress, there have been money, that 1 million Ghana cedis that will be given to every single member of the Ghana Premier League, this in the 18 teams. And if you look at what the GFA are doing currently, they are trying their best to promote the Ghana Premier League to the best of their ability. But for both teams this evening here, it's all about business, because money in pre-season, money in season proper, and the money after season. So it's all about money, money, money. And money plays a vital role in terms of running association football. So you can see smiles on the faces of the owners of the various teams. So it's something that is good for our football, because when you have enough cash being injected into they will recruit well, the players, their conditioning, everything will be done properly. They will be paid decent salaries, and then it will reflect onto the pitch for us to see every single match day. But for Hearts of Oak and Pando Heart of Lions, it presents both teams the opportunity to test their preparedness ahead of the season. And for the owners and the fans of the club, they will have a fair idea of how the season will pan out to be. Because pre-season is all about preparing for the season proper.
Exactly.
And it presents them the opportunity to showcase what they themselves have done to the fans. So I think it's a win-win situation for all of them here this evening. The most important thing is, if you look at the team sheet, it gives us an idea of what both coaches would love to replicate in the season proper. And for the players themselves, some of them, the new entrants to the various teams, will know that, hey, this is how it feels like to play in front of our fans, to play at the Accra Sports Stadium, or to play in the Ghana Premier League. Because like you said, both teams basically finished in the top four last season. So it pitches two strong teams against each other heading into the season. So I think it's a step in the right direction for both clubs.
Step in the right direction, and one of the few things we'll be seeing this season is the security protocols that have been entered into by the Ghana Football Association. Now I can tell you for a fact that most of the fans who made their way to the Accra Sports Stadium today were body searched by the national security and the security agencies handling security issues for this evening's game. We are expecting that this will not be a 9-day wonder, and that it would continue from here. We're going to see a lot of improvement in the game in terms of the technical acumen, especially of the referees, who were also blessed with some good news during the Congress. Nanedu, what should we look out for in terms of not only the performance of the players, but I would want us to keep close tabs on the officiating in the game? I've had a chat with Julian Niakwanunu, who is handling this game, and he says they are starting the implementations because the implementations of the new ideas came and had to be started on the 1st of July. And so they are going strictly according to the book, and they are expecting all the teams to comply.
Referee is a major thing when it comes to our game. I always say, for our game to improve, we need a strong referee in our games, and that is where it needs to start from. When you look at Anasta expose, the 1 hour video, about 30 minutes were centered on refereeing issues. So I think if referee will improve in our game, it will help our game going forward. And I think it's one thing that Nunu is saying we are expecting to improve in our game, and that is one thing we expect from today's game, because all eyes will be on this stadium to watch the game involving Heart of Oak and Kwando Heart of Lions. So refereeing at the top level is one thing that we are expecting from today's game.
Well, I've seen, apart from Julian Niakwanunu, I've seen other referees here. Gideon Kofi is here. I've also seen Selom Yao Bless, a FIFA referee, here as well. So it looks like the GFA is also playing its part, its role, to ensure that this game sees the best of officiating. And of course, also to give us a green light as to what to expect this season, because all eyes will be on them.
Yeah, absolutely. The new rules, they have to enforce it right in pre-season so that the players heading into the season proper will know exactly what is expected of them. And for them, they just have to sanction exactly what is being asked of them to enforce in terms of play. And this is a competitive game. It's a cup game. There are remuneration on top of who is winning this particular competition today. So I think we have experience. You can't, Julian Nunu, last 2 years was adjudged the best referee in the country. Selom Bless is a FIFA referee. He has been officiating in international competitions. So you look at Akugri as well. So it's a strong team of referees. And the referees appointment committee know exactly what they are doing, because they know that people are watching, the fans are watching, the world is watching. So they need to give good referees that can interpret the new rules very well. Yeah. So I think it's a step in the right direction for everybody here.
Step in the right direction. The teams have started trooping out of the tunnel, and very soon we'll be crossing over to the live transmission. Of course, the continuation of the live transmission as the teams join us on the field of play. The reserve players have already taken their positions in the dugout. I see smiles on the face of the Hearts technical bench. And isn't it a nice thought to see Ni Eje and Masoud Didi Dramani exchanging pleasantries, and one thing we also need to let people know in terms of education is that the coaches are not enemies.
Absolutely.
They know themselves. They embrace themselves. They appreciate themselves. And it's always nice. Nanedu, let me take your pick on this. To see coaches from the opposite direction sharing pleasantries before a 90 minutes encounter.
When you look at our local league, the 18 teams that are playing the Ghana Premier League, when we are talking about 3 experienced coaches in the Ghana Premier League, 2 of them are coming from Heart of Oak and, of course, Kwando Heart of Lions. They are Premier League winners, and they both won the Premier League with Asante Kotoko. So rich experience in the local league. So when they are coaching Heart of Oak and Kwando Heart of Lions, it should tell you the level of expectation from these 2 teams and what we are expecting from these 2 teams and what Heart of Lions will bring on board. So 2 experienced coaches in the Ghana Premier League now coaching for Heart of Oak and, of course, Kwando Heart of Lions. That is why you can see some friendliness and the atmosphere around the technical benches at the top level when it comes to the Ghana Premier League.
Well, Anedu, I can tell you for a fact that both coaches have something in common. They are all in white shirts.
Absolutely. Coach Bashir Hayford always loved his khaki and his white top. You look at Coach Masoud Didi Dramani spotted in his white sneakers with his khaki and then his white top. You see, football is all about competition. It has to be a healthy competition. That's how FIFA say my game is fair play. Yeah. Before the game, you are not enemies. During the game, you have to have a go at each other. But at the end of the day, you have to embrace each other after the competition. Surely there must be one winner at the end of the day.
All right.
But that does not mean life and death. It's competition. One has to win and one has to lose. But in football, the most interesting thing is football always gives you the opportunity, no matter the result, to come back stronger another day. And it doesn't take you long. So I think in terms of experience, both of them are former league winners with Kumasi Asante Kotoko as well.
Yeah.
Coach Bashir Rayford has won the league with Daniel J as his player. Masud Dudi Dramani as well has won the league with Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Now he's with Heart of Hope.
Okay.
So if you look at these two coaches, you can't ask for any better experienced gaffers in the Ghana Premier League than the two coaches that we have. But in terms of the 90 minutes battle, I'm looking forward to that because it will be a very intense one,
All right.
of course.
Okay, well, we'll be joining you again at halftime to find out exactly how the permutations have gone through. And at the end of it all, we definitely will be sharing with you the moments, the highs, the lows of the game. So thank you very much for joining us. We'll be sending you over to commentary position where Nana Dakwa Jesse and Josiah Okokwe are standing by to take you through the first 45 minutes of the 2025 Gbese Mantse Cup. This is between Accra Hearts of Oak and Pando Heart of Lions. We'll see you again at halftime.
Once again, as people already mentioned, we have the likes of Big Mac, the Mineral Water, Asmera Restaurant, and a host of others also supporting us. That's about starting lineup. Jersey number 23.
Hello. Hello, good evening and welcome to the Accra Sports Stadium. It's venue.
And very soon we'll have the Gbese Mantse join us on the field for the ceremonial kickoff. He and his men are getting ready, and I'm equally sure that the British High Commissioner
Hello, the Phobians clad in their rainbow colors over purple shorts and Hearts of Lions sporting sea blue jerseys over white shorts. This game is being played in honor of Miokai, former CEO of Hearts of Oak. It was his turn as CEO when Hearts of Oak won the Cup Confederations Cup. He was also a management member when the Phobians won the African Champions League and the Super Cup. He's a true Phobian. He's paid his dues, and this game is being played in his honor. The Gbese Mantse making his way for the ceremonial kickoff before the real deal.
Yeah, and let's not also forget that yesterday was Homowo in Kamashi, and you know, one of the significance of this particular game is to also, you know, bring forth that traditional, you know, relevance. And I believe that's the significance of this game as well. And you can see they're still in their white. Today is just Thanksgiving, and in Ghana we say Ngowala, just a day after Homowo. It's just Thanksgiving basically, and that's what we are here for.
2025 Gbese Mantse Homowo Charity Cup. Hearts of Oak up against Pando Hearts of Lions. So a lot of the traditional leaders within the Gbese area have all showed up here at the Accra Sports Stadium, with Nia Ibonte leading the delegation. So it's time for the special guest Tommy Okai. In private life these days he's known as Nia Ibonte, exchanging pleasantries with the team he led to win the Confederations Cup and multiple league titles. He will perform the traditional kickoff before the two teams slug it out here at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Water
Also accompanying the Gbese Mantse is the Alajo Mantse, who is a personal bodyguard of the former president Nana Akufo-Addo, Ni Ama Adjo II. The organizers have paid tribute to the 8 fallen heroes who died through the helicopter crash in the Ashanti region some 2 weeks ago. There will be a minute of silence in their honor before kickoff. And as you can see, just around the center circle, banners of their images been displayed, not only on the field of play, but at the Independence Square stand of the pitch. So Nia Ibonte gets ready for the ceremonial kickoff.
Video. What a pass from him to find Sido Vasante. And we spoke about communication at the back. There was a lapse again, and positioning has been a problem for them. How to vote? I doubt they are used to this 3-back system being played here today. And already they've been caught napping. That was a lovely ball through the middle, and Seedorf should be scoring that.
Here is Hamza Isa. Ransford Mensah's cross away by Aban. And Hamza hands the Phobians a 2-0 lead before the break.
And always a delight if you have your attacker scoring for you in a game like this. And these are the key indicators, especially if you're a Hearts of Oak fan. You're seeing the attackers score. Last season they were struggling to get the goals because Hamza was on the sidelines for most of the season. But now he is fit, and that's where you want to see him. This is what you want to see him do. Just bang in the goals and send the fans on their feet.
42 minutes, 3 more minutes before the break. Hearts 2, Hearts of Lions 0. Asare sends one in. Hennessy's header upon unable to control. Duku. Amponsa. Paku unable to control it well on his chest. Clever play from Bismarck Enim, but he gives away possession. Here is Duku, but nobody going up for that ball. They play with so much confidence at the back out of Lions. Good ball from Ado, looking for Kosipon. He comes up against Mensah. Checks onto his left, try to create a space and shoot. He shoots and is blocked. And now Obin Jr. will get the ball on the far left-hand side. Here is Kujo Obin Jr. Swings in across and is straight to Asare.
Great build-up, Heart of Lions. They have their tails up now. They are 2 down. They are looking for a quick response before recess. You can see the attackers doing all they can over there. Obin Jr. with another cross-set. Ordinarily, he should be the one in the box trying to get at the end of that one, not the one putting in the crosses. Looking at his height and, you know, that presence, especially in the opposition box.
Few seconds to wrap up. First 45 minutes. Kujobin Jr. for Hearts of Lions. Outnumbered by the Phobians and goes on to commit the foul. We are doing 3 additional minutes. 45 minutes up already. It's Hearts of Oak 2, Hearts of Lions nil.
Yeah, Obin Jr. clearly the best player for Heart of Lions this evening. He's done so much, but I think perhaps maybe in the second half there could be some tweaks, you know, tactically from Bashir Hayford. Maybe he would want to put Obin Jr. a bit central. He's been threatening, he's been good with the ball at his feet, but then you would want to play him down the middle.
Hamza Issa for the Phobians. They want to make a move, but they end up giving it away for a Hearts of Lions throw. Ruben Hennessy, Ebenezer Aban, there's pressure from Hamza, but it's controlled by Ishmael Ado. He sees Enim's run on the left. He picks out Enim. Enim has got Manko Abefi approaching back in the middle for Ado. Yao Danso is all alone on the right side. He finds Yao Danso. Danso with a little flick, trying to find Seed of Asante and his strike partner, Huto.
It's been about them in the last couple of minutes. They're still searching for at least a lifeline before halftime.
We've done close to 2 minutes of the additional 3 minutes for the first half. Here is Ismail out of Lions. The trail by 2 goals to 0 before the break. Can they pull one back before halftime? Obin Jr. on his weaker right foot, and Asari makes light work of it. Good goalkeeping from the Black Stars, number 1.
Ghazali not taking any chances, especially looking at that whip. Obin Jr. again with a dangerous ball into the box. No one to attack there, but then Benjamin Asari with some good reflexes there. Black Stars goalkeeper for a reason.
Ishmael Ado to Yao Danso on the right side. Kojo Obin Jr. has switched from the left wing to the right wing. Here is Ado to Bismarck Enim. Enim wants to send a cross in, but he holds on to the idea. Osibes clearance, hands out of line on the throw. This might just be the final action of the half.
Yeah, that was that earlier ball again. Kojo Obin Jr. and a cut like, you know, crab.
It's halftime at the Accra Sports Stadium. The 2025 Gbese Mantse Homowo Peace Charity Cup between Accra Sabok and Hearts of Lions. Goes from 2 attackers. The new boy from Vision FC, Duku, and Hamza Issa, the striker, who the Phobians have relied on in the last 2 seasons. Halftime at the Accra Sports Stadium. Hearts of Oak 2, Hearts of Lions 0.
the Discovery of the Year on the Postlight and the Best Awards in the year 2013. Ladies and gentlemen, several collaborations with Saturday, Pam Eugene, Stoneboy, and many others. I present to you Jupiter.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Stadium. 1, 6.
Seedorf just barges into Ransford Mensah. Mensah also playing as a left wing back, really hasn't been exposed. And I think maybe if it should stretch out of exhibiting signs of so much energy, stamina levels, really reflecting here. Hamza Issa trying to hit that one from a distance. Be thinking maybe taking the control, further into the box would have aided that finish. But then with his confidence also oozing there, just decides to test the goalkeeper from a distance.
Opin Junior can't find Huto or Saisibe. It's a masterclass defending. And here is Aman Kwapefi. He picks out Rafal and Ponsan. And Duku is trying to make the run. Hamza is late for it. And out of bounds will tidy up well. Here is Hennessy. he goes down, and Hearts of Lions will get the advantage.
And I think Masoud Didi Dramani will be fuming now. Decision making in the third half has been questionable, per the standards of Hearts of Oak. You've been thinking these players could be, a bit more quicker.
Obin Junior. Huto. Yao Danso can't get on to that one from Huto. Miscommunication between the two Hearts of Lions players.
And speaking about decision making in the third half, there's just poor quality being exhibited. Yeah, Hearts of Oak got 2 up, but then it could have been more for the Phobians. They've been or gotten themselves into some promising positions, but then questionable decision making hasn't really helped them.
Duku once again is offside.
Now that tight call there by the linesman, and just look at that. And I think the linesman is really having a tough day. With the quick runs of Duku, Hamza Issa, and Co.
Obin Junior wins the free kick from the tackle of Rafael Amponsa right in the middle of the park. And Hearts of Lions will ring a number of changes. They're coming up with 3 substitutions. Hearts of Lions will bring on 3 fresh legs. Kwesi Pong has gone off. Samuel Boama gets his chance as Dennis Huto exits the pitch.
Jersey number 28, Kwesi Pong out. Jersey number 7, Aka Ejeku. Jersey number 18, Obori Sachi out. Jersey number 46.
Hearts of Lions, can they pull one back? Nope. Asare dives onto that one and picks up a knock in the process.
Thank you.
Needless. One would argue that one of the best signings Accra Hearts of Oak has done in the last couple of seasons was to bring Benjamin Asari into this team, really stabilize their defense. Such a quality goalkeeper, Benjamin Asari.
Here is Paul Atta, one of the new inclusions. Cross goes in, Osei Sibe heads it. And Adamu will finally get it away.
Asari not expecting that, but then his chest doing the magic for him, preventing Hearts of Lions from, registering their first goal in this game.
Hearts of Lions at the corner. Besmak Enim, the left back, to take it. He swings one to the near post, and Adamu will head it to ricochet. Paul Atta for a Hearts of Oak goal kick.
He could be feeling a bit, sorry for Kujobin Jr. He's exhibited so much quality. He's played with so much courage and confidence. He's still not really had the right service and partnership up front, I believe. Not really seen so much from himself and Seedorf as far as, these two attackers for Heart of Lions are concerned.
Mensah. Baba Adamu all the way back to Benjamin Asari. Hearts of Lions are two-time winners of the Galka Top 4 and once represented Ghana in the African Champions League, only to exit in the first round against Etoile Filante. Obin Jr. wins the corner for Hearts of Lions.
Yeah, and earlier on we saw 3 subs.
So Didi Dramani will go the Bashir Hayford way. 3 new players to be introduced.
I think Hearts of Oak subs would have to hold on for now.
Until the corner is taken, Hearts cannot make changes. Enim's ball in the box and is cleared away by Paku, only as far as Hennessy. Switches to Ishmael Ado. Good move from Ado, very skillful. He does well to get his way through, but Paul Atta is stopped in his tracks. Atta wants to switch to the right hand side. And Mensah, lucky the ball had to get back to his goalkeeper because the Hearts of Lions player stood in his way.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of that from Accra Hearts of Oak. Quick transition whenever they have the ball. You know, Hearts of Lions are pressing very, very high up the pitch in search of an equalizer, and they are capitalizing on that with their quick passing from deep.
Certainly a foul by Raphael Amponsa.
Yeah, a bit boisterous from Raphael Amponsa.
Ishmael Ado has lost possession. Here is Duku. Yaman Kwabefi. Over elaboration, and he gives the ball away. Here is Aban. Tries to pick out Obin Jr., but Ali Mohammed ensuring that Obin Jr. will not gain the needed advantage.
They're playing a bit more narrow now, the 3 defenders of Accra Hearts of Oak. You can see the spaces in between them, and that has also allowed their fullbacks to tuck in a bit, making it more like a 5 at the back for them. It's making it even more difficult for Heart of Lions to penetrate, even with a pass or even through the 1v1 situations.
So Hearts of Oak will now have their chance to make their own substitutions. Raphael Amponsa has made way. Mohamed Hussein, he's had a decent game. Ransford Mensah, the left back.
Just the best possible way for Masoud Didi Dramani to just counter that triple sub.
So Mawuli Wayo and then Enoch Esubontin will have their chance in this game. Duku, he thought he was going out, but Salomia blessed him to have made a mistake with the substitution board. So it is the youngster from Accra Lions, George Paku, who makes way for Enoch Esubontin. He's had a very, very good game this evening.
Decent game he's had, Paku, and it should be one for the...
Duku and Paku, it's fair to say they've given a very good account of themselves in this game for Didi Dramani. New look Hearts of Oak.
Yeah, and that's what every coach would want to look out for from new signers heading into a very competitive season. There's a Galka Top 4 next week. You know, games will be coming up as well in the Democracy Cup as well for them to try and impress further, at least to stake a claim for a starting spot when the season starts.
Ali Mohammed. So Aban will pick it up. Here is Enim. Paul Atta to Enim. Back to attack. Now Aban finds Hennessy right in the middle of the park. Hennessy goes right and he finds Yao Danso. Obin Jr. up against Mensah. Obin Jr. has got the pace. He does want to go past his marker. Here is Obin Jr. Sends the cross in. But how did Boama just fail to make most of that opportunity? It's Heart of Lions still in control. Not the best of deliveries from Ismail Ado. Hussein gets it away. There's a foul on Enim by Mawuliwayo.
That was a hard tackle there by the Heart of Oak substitute. Came in with some, high energy there, but very fortunate he's not in the books of the referee, Mawuliwayo. And you're wondering, with all these acquisitions of attackers, if his role will be redefined for him again. Last season he got him quite a number of goals, both in the FA Cup and then also the league.
Attack. Ball seemed to have crossed the line and is Azabuk gaining the advantage from the goal kick.
And attack failing to control that one before it crossed the line. And Heart of Oak now are trying to manage the game. All they are doing now is to, put men behind the ball. Hardly do you see them committing men forward like they did in the first 10 minutes of the second half. They are playing very, very narrow now. Most of their defenders just defending deeper.
Obin Jr. Ismail Ado. Here is Obin Jr. Creates the space for himself, but that's some good defending from Osei Sibe. Hamza Isa brought down by Ismail Ado. Free kick, Hearts of Oak.
Yeah, Obin Jr., the brightest star for Heart of Lions this evening. Hamza Isa with a very, very smart way to win that foul. And Heart of Oak will be counting on this chap. When the season starts. 2 seasons ago, he scored a chunk of their goals. He was their top scorer last season, despite playing, limited number of games. He gave them, a fair number of goals as well. Tonight, we've seen his quality, what he can do with the ball, and how over-reliant Heart of Oak has been on him. And hopefully, as the season progresses, he'll be adding more.
Jason Nate under pressure. He gives it to the Phobians. And Mawuliwayo, the fans thought he should have moved forward with the ball instead of twisting and turning in that midfield. Esibe back to Asare. Osei Sibe is doing well.
Yeah, it's been okay this evening. And it's a partnership. He's the leader at the back, regardless. Ali Mohammed joining. And then also you have Babadamu. But then Hussein, he went down under a heavy challenge. It's good to see him up now without any medical attention. You talk about that defensive, unit of Accra Hearts of Oak, the centre backs. Be quite, some task, and then also burden, weight on their shoulders, together with Benjamin Asari.
Another substitution for Hearts of Lions. Two substitutions for Lions. Jojo say one of those new inclusions. He's trying to score against his former club for the second time in this competition, but his efforts have all not gone on as planned.
Yeah, and that ball ricocheting off the back of Hussein, falling kindly into Kojo Obin Jr. And with the quality he's shown today, it would be unfair if he doesn't get on the score sheet for Heart of Lions. He's been their best player, and with so much experience, they know that they will count on him when the season starts. Last season, in the last edition, he scored against Hearts, but then this time, his luck, or maybe you'd say he's run out of luck.
Beifi, that's the effort from the Azabok number 8, who stepped in the second half, trying to impress his new coach.
Didi Dramani doesn't seem, to be in a haste to change anything. The setup has been the same from the blast of the whistle. Personnel has changed, but Hearts of Oak just managing the game with a 2-goal cushion. And in games like this, one of the things you would want to test is, the sharpness of your attack. They've been sharp, but then there's, so much room for improvement, especially with decision making.
Hennessy. George Osei to Ruben Hennessy. Here's Osei, sends in a cross. Hearts of Lions trying to get on the score sheet before the Phobians change gears.
Yeah, but that's what they should have been doing from the first half. Sending quality crosses. We've seen a couple of times there's been crosses put into the box. No one to connect. And cool.
It's Kwesi Asma who takes the place of Afrani. Here is Asma. Now Mauliwayo, can he get a third? Nobody's meeting that one for the Phobians. Esubontin's cross, headed away by Enim. Hussein goes down, just on the edge of the box, no penalty. Good play from Ateje. Kojo Bin Jr. Free kick for Hearts of Lions.
And that was a good chance for Hearts of Oak to get their third. Great whip into the box. But then a bit too strong from Mauli Wayu. And another quality player in Asma joining the ranks for them.
Hearts have a free kick to defend, and Aban would want to hurriedly take it, but he will allow Enim to take over that responsibility. Bismarck Enim's ball out by Asari. Hamza, needless, purposeless. It doesn't add anything positive to the play of the Phobians. That ball out by Hamza.
At all, a player of his ilk.
Enim's cross, and Adamu will allow it to go past him and finally get it away into Hearts of Lions territory. Returned by Hennessy. Here is Aban. He's playing up high on the field in the second half the Hearts of Lions captain.
Yeah, they're pushing more men forward. Bashir Hayford believes they need to take more risks now. The time and the clock is just winding down, and they have very little time to make an impact. Maybe try and get, one goal and hope for the second. But then Hearts of Oak are still making it difficult. And you'd realize that there's been changes for Hearts of Oak in every department, barring the defensive department. Tells you that the coach wants some stability and consistency in defense. So Mohamed Ali, Baba Damu, and then also Kevin Osesibe, as well as their goalkeeper, still keeping their places. And that's where you start with. If you really want consistency in your team, it starts from the defense.
Ali Mohammed's ball in. George Osei shepherds the ball out for a throw into Lions. Here is Enim. Ado trying to pick out Ateje, but Osesibe steps up really well for the Phobians. Ends up conceding the throw in Osesibe. Asari can afford some antics at this point.
Obviously, you wouldn't fault him at all. His side is 2 up. And that's the confidence you'd expect from a Black Stars goalkeeper who is aiming to make it to the World Cup.
George Osei's cross again is straight to Benjamin Asari.
And he's really come out on top. He's not really faced a lot of shots, but then it looks like there's a play on the turf.
Hearts of Oak have a player down.
Like
Baba Damu seemed to be that player down, the former Golden Kick centre back. Yeah, he is the one.
maybe cramps there, maybe put a muzzle. But that's the level, that's the Premier League level he's now experiencing. He was good in the MTN final against Kumasi Asante Kotoko, but this is the level he would be playing at week in, week out, Premier League level. And he's a good defender. He's a very, very good defender. Comfortable on the ball.
Asari. Aban. Osei. Here is Enim. Caught napping on that occasion and he's giving it away. Obin Jr., can he get his goal? And Obin Jr. somewhere, somehow has flopped the golden opportunity. It was handed to him on a silver platter. He pounced on it, went past Asari, but when it mattered most, Obin Jr.
He was caught in two worlds there. He was just caught in two worlds. He wouldn't have a ball served to you on the platter. Better than this.
Ishmael Ado's cross in. Adamu heads it away. Here is Hennessy. And Hussein concedes a corner.
It seems the last touch came off Hussein. It was appealing for a goal kick though.
Again, it's Ishmael Ado's delivery that goes outside for a goal kick.
Yeah, and Heart of Lions will just look up into the skies and think football goals wouldn't even smile at them. It was the clearest chance fell to this man, and with all the hard work he's put in this evening, with all the energy he's played with, that would have been the easiest chance to bury Kojo Obin Jr. for fluffing it. And so much positives to pick from this game.
87 minutes and the Phobians are pushing for a third, but George Osei is there on that rescue mission for Heart of Lions. Adamu does what to recover from that earlier slumber. Rocky Dramina with a long ball looking for Maoli Wayo, but assistant referee Theophilus Akugri has raised his flag for offside against Maoli Wayo.
That was a good hit there, tight. They are about 2 inches, 3 inches offside there.
The Phobians began the second half same way they played in the late stages of the.
This was even closer for him. Looking at how he scored the first goal, he only needed to take a touch or two, get himself a bit closer to the goal post before shooting.
Obin Jr. tried severally to get something to revive the hopes of Heart of Lions, but try as he did, he just couldn't penetrate the Phobians.
Yeah, he's my man of the match, Kojo Obin. Too many questions from Obin Jr. and then quite a number of answers from Ben Asari as well. Heart of Oak were comfortable.
And Obin Jr. was handed a golden opportunity to bring Lions into the game, but he just fluffed it big time.
At that point, you could see he was a bit tired there, Kojo Obin Jr. And then that's the best possible chance you could ever get. Too many touches, caught in 2 welts, and Ben Asari, and that reaction from the Heart of Oak defense.
Maoli Wayo, he got a couple of chances since he came, but he just couldn't make them count. So, Hearts of Oak winning for the second time the Homowo Peace Charity Cup match here at the Accra Sports Stadium, beating Heart of Lions by 2-0.
Germany. Miliano. Why Parkano? Miliano. Why Parkano? Bad. Germany. Oi, Kake. Oi keke. Oi keke. Oi keke. It's on point. Yeah, Bentley. Yo, let it flow. Leave on like that now. Everybody is scattered. Yeah. Boom sound, boom sound. Making me number one. Hey. Shaka laka. My girl is same. Where is your ring? Yeah. Where is your ring? I got a ring. I'm talking about a girl. We call us like the ring. My girl is simple. Hey, where is your ringtone? Yo, that be my rainbow. Hey, where is your ring? I got a ring. I'm talking about a girl. We call us like the ring. Yeah. Shaka laka. I love you. Hey, me the woo. Yo, me the woo. I love you. Hey, me the woo. I love me the woo. Wreck. I be you think say. Oh, you feel like this abai oh Mali. It be me way. It'll be keke mi bago. I'll che ugbo. Now you feel ashamed. Oh, you moji banetan. The show we go. Oh, you moji banetan. Ojuku manyale. Kwama ojuku jinjele. Jele me no more. Hey, why am on? Ole mi na chubo sape. Ole kwama yin abondoa. Jele me no more. Hey, why am on? Ole mi na chubo sape. Hey, kwama yin abondoa. Jele. Ole, Terry eba mi la mo mi sane. Eke nyele ya fika chabu konko. Bafo palo ke seshi eba boli. Oh, ni ado. Mini do ni afanyong nebe jode. Yo Gbese hami. Shimi nara ye. Oje fana mi ojo. Dade banku ke choflo. O mami papa. Ole insha shini ale tendo lombo no nyemi ni tu yemi kwa mabodo lekolo. Ibadwa e wale changing bagwe o ni wayo chushito kuni yelo budanto ba yekoni. Kwa mami no nani do beyima boloi. Topaya bombo ale che jumpo gunpowder kafugbe negbo. Ocha mi tukbe sinami ningba bafo ningba bitete na kuchobi ne shinchichi. Eba you funny look at them. Agada batale ya fo eche. Ale che kankpe ni wole wani. Boke ole jing. Tikse oje fele kade sabai o male. Ibi mi we ilo bi keke mi bagbo. Ibi mi we ilo bi keke mi bagbo. Lala afi nembeni. Lajemo koyate tiny. Largement, Koyate, Tiny. Yeah. Ismaila Kaeko. Ismaila Kaeko. Adinde, de. Yo, you see my people over there? I see you. I see you. I see you. Make some noise. DJ Hori. Oi! Oh, Buame! Oh, Buame! All right, this year, no, I can't get many. I'm a drunk, I want Beshi. She not know what I'm Yolo. Sexy man. Women, you left women. Echo, Enyo, Eteke, Mamle. Na. All right. Michi na Fanta mele fiake mashi. Sande kwe homi atrama majui. Eye mina ne keje belema. Alecha kokote, magbalaja. Kokote, ingbalaja. Kafoni mokokoda. Shikale ku yoda. Chumomo. Kwe, kahani mokoko sing. Ingona apa. Lemo. Yo, kafoni mokokoda. Shikale ku yoda. Chumomo. Kahani mokoko sing. Ingona apa. All right, now me a go campon timber. Ole no one lay ali. Je, any yo je, ni yo. Any yo ja amake, ole jenny. Come on, now me a joffy a flambe. Ole, cause the pool, falamo. Popole, you think trainer. Why for call your money and Shona? What you doing me? What I can name me? If I'm to find your day, me, they can talk Bugon, can English. Me, if I'm to find, I could tell me. Me, I'm a fan, I could tell me. Me na me fan, I could tell me. Me na me fan, come on. Femo crado, do for me, niado. On your mask gets ready when you're fan. The work women, Jack. You're like women. Me a fatal on him and the tree. Me in Kele. Do I mean the Gavin? Blow, she a bella giddy cry. You're like, look at me. So before I leave, this year we go fly. So I believe me and Yaka. We give thanks. Bless.
Oh, thank you very much. That is from the legendary Tiny. Can we slap our hands together for him? Such a wonderful performance. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the runner-up in this Gbese Mantse Homowo Cup is already up there to receive their medals. Pando Heart of Lions. Can we put our hands together for them?
Girl, wine
doing that for us this evening. We have Honorable Sebastian Day, the MP for Pando, among us this evening. We also have among us Mr. Otabel, back of Ghana. Also among us, we have the NSA Director General, Mr. Yapafu Ankra, among us as well. And we also have the Volta Regional Minister, Mr. James Gonu, also among us. We have the National Security Advisor, Mr. Prosper Bani, also among us this evening. We have Mr. Malko Afajinu, the CEO of Stanbic Bank. We have TT Brothers also among us, and a host of other dignitaries. And the man himself, the Gbese Mantse. Well, very soon we'll be having the medal party. So now we are getting ready to have Pando Hearts of Lions as they receive their medals. And among this team is the man who was invited to the national team, Ebenezer Ban, the skipper of the side. We have Kwesi Pong, Dansu, among others.
And I'm out here, man. But we a tinto. It's swag in the man. This year more like last year more vibes. Next year crowd your bedtime. I want me home by this way, me flow. Me I saw the back. Now so Saturday, I'm a boy, papa. When I'm in the club, I want all the bottles. Me I call it back. Gucci, 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 Gucci. You will live. Where I'm DK, minute. Bobby D, mommy. One man to my bro. One man to my bro. And Jonah, yeah.
Hello, hi, 1 2. What's your name? Hello.
Hey,
Hello. Hi, 1 2. Hello.
When Moses Day, Baba feel ready. Moses. Homowo Charity Cup game to Hartlepool. How does it feel?
I'll say I'm a bit disappointed because losing 2 times is not a good thing, but that's football. If you work hard, you can win. I think were some lapses that caused us this defeat, so we are going to work on it.
We have the top 4 kicking start and the Premier League later on in the month of September. What should we expect from Hearts of Lions, especially after coming so close to winning the Premier League last season?
I think we are still preparing for this league because last season we did very well. People are watching us to do very well this season. So we are going to use this game and then the top 4 to assess the team and then prepare well for the league coming. So I think we are going to take it game after game and then see how things will go, because we have to build a good team for the season, because every team will be coming on us because of last season, our performance. So we are just getting ready and then getting prepared for the season.
Wish you very well, my good brother.
Thank you.
That's Daniel Nieje, former captain of Asante Kotoko, now with Pando Hearts of Lions. So it's all over. The 2025 Gbese Mantse Homowo Charity Cup game has ended. Hartlepool have beaten Pando Hearts of Lions by 2-0. Goals coming from Duku and Hamza Isa. My name is Nana Dakwa Jesse, reporting from the Accra Sports Stadium. Once again, second edition of the Gbese Mantse Homowo Charity Peace Cup. You must be excited about the 10 of events organizer, Enimado.
Yeah, the most important thing is that we've come successfully. Everything has ended successfully. There wasn't any trouble, there wasn't any confusion, there wasn't anyone getting injured and all those things. There was no accident, and the game has ended successfully. The champions has been declared. All presentations done, personalities awarded for their recognition and contribution to the game, like Honorable Prosper Bani, Honorable James Gunu of the Volta region, the Honorable MC from the Pandu, even the National Sports Authority Director General. What he went through to get us this far, it's not easy. I need to thank him and his team, the National Sports Authority, because you see, a lot of things that happened, we had to cough out money to solve a problem here, to get the place ready. We had issues with the generator. They came into office just recently. We have issues with a lot of things. I can't mention all of them, but I think if we can invest money in our game, and we want to invest money in our game, the most important edifice to invest money in is the pitches,
right,
and the national stadia. We can't be doing events and all the time. We have to go and be in the situation where it is like, if you don't find money from somewhere, quick fix, it shouldn't be happening. Right. They should be tooled. They should be given funding to solve those basic problems. Even the lights, this is still not the level that they want it. And the FIFA officials are coming to do inspection for the Blasters. This is the national stadium. There are a lot of staffs. So I think the government has done the first step of giving money to the federation for the clubs. Now let's give money for the stadia, so that all the stadiums will be equipped, fit for the games we want to enjoy. Right. If we give the money and we don't look at the stadiums, where are we going to play our games?
That's right.
So let's look at that. It's very crucial for us. But apart from that, I want to thank the NSA for their support, and I want to thank all the people from the Volta region, especially the chairman, the board chairman of Heart of Lions, and then the CEO, Dr. Rodney, my senior, and the regional minister, Mr. James Gunu, who bars a lot of people from Volta region, the MC of Volta region, the British High Commission, Stanbic Bank, TT Brothers, a good brother and a big brother and a mentor, Keke, Champion Dishes, Asmera, Honeysuckles. I want to thank each and then I want to thank the fans for showing up. You know, we had a lot of setbacks. It wasn't easy. I nearly pulled out of this, to be honest. I nearly pulled out of this because we went to Kpando, we got content to come and promote this. On the way coming on the Saturday, then they said that Lumba is dead. A legend like that died, and he has to take over everything. Right. We cooled down. We said, okay, there's nothing we could do about it. This is God's will. Then 2 weeks before now, we are picking up again. The chief of staff are giving an appointment to come to the presidency for him to give us our support and all that on the Monday, this past Monday. Then the Wednesday, I was at the GJ. I was with the mayor. You see, the mayor couldn't make it. I went to the mayor. He pledged his support. He's going to be here. I went to the sports minister. Then I was with the GJ president on engaging him with the media, and he's endorsing it. Then we got the news that our great heroes, fallen heroes, have lost their lives through a tragic helicopter crash. Then everything went dead in this country. There's no way you could have done anything. You could have called anybody. But
anyways, congratulations for an amazing event in the midst of the difficulties.
Yeah, we just have to give thanks to God. We have to give thanks to the fans and those who also took their time to watch us. I salute all of you. Thank you for the opportunity. Next year we'll see how best we can improve on what we've done and all the setbacks we had. I acknowledge a lot of setbacks, but I believe it's part of the learning process.
Congratulations, and once again, God bless you for pulling this over.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for your support, Max TV and City TV, Channel 1 TV, Max TV